What's up, Unstoppable Squad? Today we have another WWE SmackDown full show results and thoughts coming you guys this way. I'm Unstoppable Denominator. We are under blue lights for SmackDown. So we are covering Friday Night SmackDown full show results under blue lights. Start time for SmackDown is 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Match by match highlights and results from the show will take place on this very channel. Feel free to leave us any comments in the comments section down below. SmackDown tonight is set to feature a United States Championship match as Austin Theory defends his title against Santos Escobar. But I know there's a twist to it. We'll get to it in a bit. SmackDown tonight will be also featuring the fallout of Jey Uso turning on his brother Jey in the main event of SummerSlam. Although WWE has not currently promoted any specific segment as of right now. SmackDown will feature two more single matches on tonight's show. We have Charlotte Flair versus Asuka, AJ Styles versus Karrion Kross. It should be interesting to see how things play out on tonight's show. Opening start of the show is Charlotte Flair versus Asuka. Our opening match kicks off with the lock up. Asuka runs for a shoulder tackle, but Charlotte stays on her feet. Asuka hits a series of forearm strikes, but Charlotte is able to knock down Asuka with a shoulder tackle. Charlotte climbs to the top rope, but is grabbed and thrown down to the mat by Asuka. Asuka goes to the top rope herself and hits a missile dropkick. We go to commercial break. We come back. Our opening match continues live with Charlotte Flair hitting a dive over the top rope to Asuka on the outside. Charlotte throws Asuka back in the ring and climbs to the top to hit Asuka with a flying crossbody. Charlotte Flair hits a series of chops and then follows with a fall-away slam. Charlotte Flair hits a lariat and covers for a 2 count. Charlotte dodges a kick and hits a spear. Charlotte then goes for a figure 8, but is distracted by the new women's champion Io Sky, making her way out with Bayley and Dakota Kai. Off this distraction, Asuka gets a roll-up for 2. Bayley climbs up to the apron, and Charlotte goes to attack Bayley. But Bayley gets out of the way. Out of nowhere, Io Sky climbs to the top rope and hits a double drop kick to Charlotte and Asuka to cause the match to end in a no contest. After the bell, Bayley Sky cleared the ring, leaving both Charlotte and Asuka down on the mat as Damage Control celebrates Sky being the new champion. We go to commercial break. We come back as SmackDown returns live with Santos Escobar being interviewed backstage. Escobar says he feels confident tonight as he knows he has Austin Theory's number. Escobar is then blindsided by Austin Theory, who slams Escobar onto the metal crate, and then Theory opens the crate and slams Escobar's leg in the crate before running away from the rest of the LWO. A video package is shown featuring Karrion Kross and Scarlett. Commentary briefly runs down the recent feud between Kross and AJ Styles as Styles makes his way out to the ring for his upcoming match against Karrion Kross. Commercial break. We come back. We have AJ Styles versus Karrion Kross. The match begins with Styles hits a big drop kick. Cross hits Styles with a back body drop. Then Cross hits a running elbow in the corner before hitting a belly-to-belly suplex. Excuse me, sorry. Cross hits a big Irish whip that causes Styles to crash into the ring post. Cross places Styles on the top rope, and Cross goes for a superplex, but Styles spills out and through carrying Cross's legs. Styles knocks Cross to the outside. Styles goes for a kick from the apron, but Cross grabs the leg and hits Styles with a Death Valley driver onto the announce table. We go to commercial break. Back live with Styles hitting a forearm strike on the mat, and then a running splash in the corner. Styles gets on the apron and goes for a phenomenal forearm, but Karen Cross counters and grabs Styles in the Cross jacket. Styles flips off the turnbuckle into a cover. Cross kicks out at 2 and maintains the submission hold before Styles is able to break free and hit a moonsault off the top rope. Styles hits a inverted DDT and covers for a 2 count. Styles goes back to the apron and hits a springboard 450 splash. Styles covers, but Scarlett places Cross foot on the rope. After the Michin goes after Scarlett, but Michin is dropped with a right hand strike. Styles ducks an attempt cross hammer and hits it in an enziguri. Scarlett gets on the apron to distract Styles, but Michin grabs Scarlett and slams her into the announce table, but it didn't break. Styles dodges another cross hammer attempt and hits the Pele kick. Styles then hits the Styles clash and covers for 3. Your winner, AJ Styles. After a video package recapping Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar, we get an appearance by Edge, who makes his way out to the ring in front of a Canadian crowd. Commercial break. SmackDown returns live with Austin Theory being interviewed backstage. Theory says he's upset he won't be able to defend his title tonight. Oh, poor you. You're going to be... I'm sorry. Rey Mysterio approaches. He tells Theory that Escobar will be able to compete tonight. Things escalate between the two before WWE officials hold Mysterio back as Theory walks away. Oh boy. So you know, Austin Theory said, when Rey Mysterio said that Escobar will compete tonight, well, just remember this. We cut to Edge in the ring as the crowd loudly chants his name. Okay. Edge says he had to make an appearance in front of the Calgary fans. Edge says that next week in Toronto he wants a match with someone he has never faced one-on-one before. The man is Sheamus. Edge says him and Sheamus have a lot of history that most people don't know about. Edge says Sheamus is the reason why he is standing in the ring right now. Edge says Sheamus is who lifted the fire under Edge that drove him to return to wrestling. Edge says that while he was preparing for his return in 2020, Edge called Sheamus and got Sheamus to come stay with him and train with him with each other. And after that, Edge knew he was ready. Edge then introduces Sheamus and the rest of the Brawling Brutes, who make their way out to the ring. Before that, they showed a video package of... Oh, wait, no, they didn't. Sorry. take that back. Sheamus then shows the footage from Sheamus's YouTube channel where Edge crashes in a mountain bike accident where he tumbled a little bit. And he also, they didn't mention that, he also had, if, you know, with that incident, you know, of him falling off the bike, there would be like, if he can ride bikes and take bumps like that, then he can take bumps in a wrestling ring. So why is he not returning? So that gave an idea of him, you know, coming back to WWE and wrestling, where he really came into play. Edge says he also came prepared and shows a photo of Sheamus sitting on a child's bike in pink helmet and all. And pretty much that pink bike, or that bike, is Edge's daughter's bike. And it was pretty funny, guys. Sheamus says he wants to get serious for a second. Sheamus says in 2004 he reached a crossroads in his career. Sheamus says WWE came to his hometown and Sheamus went to try to get advice from WWE talent. Sheamus says everyone else there ignored him except for Edge, who gave Sheamus the best advice he's ever heard and bought him a pint of genius. Sheamus then tells Edge without the conversation in 2004, Sheamus wouldn't be standing here either. Edge smiles and asks Sheamus for a match next week. Sheamus asks the crowd what they think as they chant yes. Sheamus asks again because he's deaf in his left ear, I guess, apparently. Sheamus accepts and the two shake hands before Sheamus pulls Edge close and then tells Edge he hopes he didn't make a mistake. I feel like Sheamus might be turning on Edge. I think we might see a heel turn there. LA Knight makes his way to the ring to his usual huge ovation from the crowd for his upcoming match against Top Dollar. We go into commercial break. We come back. LA Knight versus Top Dollar. The match begins with LA Knight being tripped up by Ashteen. I don't know. Outside the ring, off this distraction, Top Dollar hits a shoulder tackle. B-Fab and Ashteen both take shots. At LA Knight. While the referee is distracted, LA Knight flips out of a power slam and hits a kick in the corner. LA Knight hits a bulldog from off the middle rope and follows with his signature elbow drop. LA Knight then hits the BFT and covers for 1, 2, 3. Your winner, LA Knight. After the match, LA Knight grabs a mic and says that it doesn't matter if he's on Raw or SmackDown. Everyone will know whose game it is. LA Knight then leads the crowd to chant his name. LA Knight, yeah! We go to commercial break. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. We go backstage where Adam Pearce approaches Santos Escobar. Pearce says Escobar has been medically cleared, and Escobar says he will compete tonight. We go to commercial break this time. Sheamus returns live with Bobby Lashley in the Street Profits backstage. Lashley says that he looks at the two and sees limitless potential. Ford says that last week felt good, but the job is not finished. Lashley says it's time for some new blood to run things on SmackDown. I like the new Street Profits. Pretty much I see good potential as them being heel. It's great to see them heel. They got a new look for them, Hell, it looks great on them. As Escobar is making his entrance for the title match, Austin Theory again runs up from behind, and Theory takes out Escobar with a chop block. Theory gets in the ring and says he wanted to defend his title, but he can't because Escobar is too weak. Well, if you weren't chop blocking him and injuring his fucking knee, excuse my language, but if you were injuring people, you would be having your title match, you moron. As WWE officials check in on Escobar, Adam Pearce says the crowd will get their title match as Theory will defend his championship against Rey Mysterio, the deadbeat father. Rey Mysterio runs in the ring and kicks Theory to the outside of the ring and then hits Theory with a Hurricanrana outside the ring. We go commercial break. We have United States Championship is on the line against Rey Mysterio with Austin Theory as your champion. SmackDown returns with the title match already underway. Mysterio climbs to the top rope, and Mysterio hits a senton and follows up with a flying crossbody off the middle rope. Theory hits Mysterio with a big boot and goes for the 8-count down, but Mysterio escapes and hits an enziguri. Mysterio kicks Theory into the ropes, and Mysterio goes for the 619. But Theory catches the legs. Mysterio breaks free and launches Theory into the ropes. Again, Mysterio is able to hit the 619 this time. And following the splash, Mysterio covers for the 3 count to become the new United States Champion. Your winner, Rey Mysterio. And oh my god, when I watched the highlights on TikTok under Mr. Santi Zap, he was pissed. Santi... wow. Commercial break. SmackDown returns with undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns making his way out of the ring along with Paul Heyman and Solo Sikoa. Reigns gets the Calgary crowd to acknowledge him. Acknowledge your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman tells Reigns he spoke with Jimmy earlier today when Jimmy walks in out from the crowd to loud boos from the fans and attendants, and the crowd would start chanting, "You sold out, you sold out, you sold out." Reigns tells Jimmy the crowd means nothing. Reigns says that he owes Jimmy one. Sorry about that. And Reigns tells Jimmy to name his price. Jimmy says he doesn't want anything from Reigns. Like, Roman Reigns was pretty much like naming off things like a car, a boat, a jet, pretty much a lot of things. And Jimmy said he doesn't want anything. Reigns says he can make anything happen. He can make Jimmy the new right-hand man. The Usos music hits to a huge pop from the crowd, and Jey Uso makes his way down the ramp. Down since day one-ish, let him down since. Jey enters the ring and gets right in Jimmy's face as he takes the mic out of his brother's hand. Jey says he's about to throw 37 years down the drain if Jimmy doesn't tell him right now why he did it. Jimmy says he did what he did because he loves him. Bullshit. I smelled some bullshit there. Jimmy said that he was afraid to lose Jey. Yeah, bullshit. Jimmy says if Jey became tribal chief, he would have inherited the power that would have had corpored him like it did to Roman Reigns. Yeah, I don't believe so. You want it. You're just jealous. He even says, no, I'm not jealous. Yeah, you are, Jimmy. Because you weren't the right-hand man. Your brother Stud took that spot because you were injured. And, well, pretty much injured. And also, not just that, your arrest, you guys' arrest. Jimmy says he couldn't live with himself if Jey became like Roman Reigns. Jimmy says if Jey wants to kick him in the face, he understands. But what he did out of love for Jey. Jey turns his back to Jimmy, and Jimmy leaves the ring with disappointment and frustration on his face. Reigns, well, pretty much you did it on yourself there, Jimmy. Reigns laughs and says that Jey messed everything up like he said he would. No, man, you messed everything up, Roman. You fucked up. You made your cousins break up. Not Jey, not Jimmy. You did, Roman, because you are the one who's the tribal chief. You have the gold. You haven't defended the championship more like Seth Rollins or any other champion usually does. Defend it, Roman Reigns. You jackass. Oh wait, I can't. I'm like Brock Lesnar now. Fuck you. Start being a champion. You're supposed to be defending the championship. Jimmy leaves the ring. Okay, Jey made everything up like he said he would have. Reigns says tonight is about him, and he demands Jey to acknowledge him. Jey super kicks Reigns in the face, which caused Sikoa to go after Jey. Jey ducks under a super kick, but is hit with a Superman punch from Reigns. Reigns goes for a spear, but Jey hits a super kick and then hits a spear of his own. Jey picks up a mic and screams for Jimmy Uso to come back to the ring. Jey holds out his arms like he wants a hug, and Jimmy runs in for a hug only to be hit in the face with a super kick from Jey. Jey looks right in the camera and says he's out of the bloodline. He's out of SmackDown. And he's out of WWE. Hold on. Jey Uso leaves through the crowd, holding the peace sign up in the air as SmackDown comes to an end. That's it for this week's SmackDown. Let us know in the comments below what you thought of Friday Night SmackDown. But anyways, Unstoppable Squad, my theory is that Jey is taking some time off. Rumors are saying that his contract is expiring this month, and he's pretty much, there's rumors speculating that he might be going to AEW. I don't think so. I see him staying in WWE to face his brother in WWE at WrestleMania. He's going to be taking some time off, which I see him going to be making his return at the Royal Rumble, or soon possibly at the Royal Rumble, close to the Royal Rumble. We see a setup. I actually know. You know what? I see him coming back to Royal Rumble and attacking his own brother, right? And not just that, guys. I see them facing each other at WrestleMania like they want it to happen. But anyways, let me know what you guys thought of WWE SmackDown. Until then, stay safe. I'm unstoppable, and I'm out.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Skiz here. And if you don't subscribe to Blonde and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy ass bitch motherfucker.